Hello, Blue and White Kingdom citizens. I'm Princess Nickel Peach.
And I'm
Princess Nickel Daisy. Have you ever been lost on things to watch?
And if you have watched anything as of late, from movies to TV shows,
or even podcasts, do you not find them as heavenly as you perceive them to be?
then you need Angel Rise.
Your one-stop podcast for any topic you can imagine.
Hosted by her beloved sister, Lord Nicolina, she shares various experiences within any topic. Whether it's sports, vacations, video games, music, she's got episodes tailored to any of your interests. And if she hasn't gotten around to what you're interested in, then she'll more than likely get around to it. You can watch every episode for free here on this YouTube channel. Check out the playlist at the end of this video, or in the description below. Please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel to join the Blue and White Angel Brethren. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Thank you for that, sisters. Hello, my angels. It's me, Lord Nicolina, and welcome to the first Angel Rise episode of 2025. First off, I hope y'all are doing well to start the new year and staying safe. Things certainly have not been easy, but I can assure you, they will. As they say, what's hard now will become easier later. So keep your heads up and focus on what you can do. Let no one influence your path in life. Second of all, for those wondering about why I've been mainly doing poem videos and shorts to start the year, I honestly haven't had too many ideas outside of those. But I do have some ideas in store, including a storytime video I've been thinking about, which I'll talk about in another video. Plus, I would like to focus a little more on making content for my Splatoon OCs, Soakin especially, since the Blue and White Angel Sisters have quite a lot of content to them. That doesn't mean this channel's main focus won't be on them though. I just want there to be a bit more variety to this channel in terms of both video types and the characters I focus on. So I hope that's alright. With that being said, episode 49 has waited patiently for its time to shine. Let's get into it. We're all familiar with watching advertisements on television. That's a given. But have you ever thought of the ads that you memorized right off the top of your head? Whether as a kid or as an adult? That's exactly what I've done over the last little while. And I thought, when talking with my mother a few months ago, I should make an episode relating to my favorite advertisements. Now, here we are. An episode I thought was a little ludicrous at first, but one I think could refresh some memories a little bit. So here are 4 of my favorite TV advertisements that I've enjoyed, whether I was a kid or an adult. However, all advertisements I mention won't be shown on screen due to copyright, but they will be in the description below in case you want to watch them. Empire Today. Starting the spree comes the company with my favorite jingle from any advertisement ever. I kid you not. Empire Today is a private home improvement and furnishing company based in Northlake, Illinois, 50 minutes west of Chicago. Established in 1959 by Seymour Cohen, it is one of the biggest flooring companies in the United States. I first came across ads for this company in 2008 while watching NASCAR races on Fox. And while I didn't pay too much attention to what they were about, the jingle for it caught my ears right away. Its now iconic phone number, 800-588-2300, is sung by a small group of vocalists, whom I don't know the names of. However, the original tune from 1977 to around the early 2000s was sung by a cappella group The Fabulous 40s and the dubbed Empire Man Lynn Haldren, who held that role from 1977 until his passing in 2011. The jingle is sung at the end of the advertisement. In the early days of it, there were live action segments with Haldren portraying his iconic character, and at the end, a simple blue screen with the company's logo and phone number. Since the early 1990s, however, that has been replaced by various animations of workers furnishing up a house, including installing flooring and putting up curtains, with the animation style varying over the years. The one from 2008 was the most noticeable to me, as like I mentioned earlier, I first noticed it aired during NASCAR races. It was honestly one of my most favorite parts about watching them, and it's the part I would look forward to the most. The ad stopped airing after a while as I slowed down with how many races I watched. Though I still watch NASCAR to this day, I haven't seen the commercial aired since that time, which I do find a little disappointing. But either way, the jingle still sticks with me, and every once in a while, it pops up in my head. Like with some songs, it's hard to get out of my head once it enters. And whether I care for what it advertises or not, Empire Today still remains to this day as one of the biggest ads of my childhood. The Super Bowl 53 Bubbly ad. This one, in my opinion, is the definition of the old potato pronunciation scenario. To start, Bubbly is a sparkling water brand established in 2018 and is owned by PepsiCo, the same company well known for the soft drink of the same name. Flavors of Bubbly vary from, but are not limited to, cherry, lime, strawberry, blackberry, mango, and grapefruit. During Super Bowl 53, the first advertisement of the drink was aired, featuring Canadian singer Michael Bublé. In it, he pronounces the drink's name just like his last name, much to the disapproval of a customer and a convenience store clerk, who properly pronounced it as Bubbly. But Bublé insisted that it was pronounced like it was his last name, even going as far as putting A at the end of various other customers' actions or items. When I first saw that ad, I was honestly busting my gut laughing. The insistence on both sides on how Bubbly was pronounced was, like I mentioned, the definition of the old potato pronunciation scenario. It reminds me of back in my early teenage days when I would pronounce Wi-Fi Wi-Fi. Yes, Wi-Fi. It's strange and funny looking back on it. But I was proven it was pronounced Wi-Fi back during a visit to the vet for one of my cats. even then, I started calling bubbly buble solely because of it, just for fun. And for a little while it did last. But it was through another ad for it around Christmas 2021 that I started calling the drink its actual pronunciation. I didn't really see the drink come fully to fruition until that time as well, leading into 2022, when I saw it more on grocery store shelves. I have considered trying it, but never have actually done so. Regardless, the gag of the pronunciation continues in every bubbly ad, including one I recently viewed about a road trip. But the original Super Bowl 53 one lives forever rent-free in my head, and remains a modern classic. There's no way I look at bubbly and not think about how Michael Bublé pronounces it. Can never get over it, and I love it. Hey Nicolina, do you want to try some fresh buble? Nicol Daisy, how many times do I have to tell you? It's called bubbly! No, it's buble! It's bubbly! Buble! Bubbly! Bubbly! What? Gotcha! Screw you, Nicol Daisy! Come on. Uber Eats with Brian Cox. This is a more recent one. And out of all the Uber Eats advertisements that I've seen, this is by far my favorite. For context, Uber Eats is a subsidiary company of the popular transportation company Uber, which was founded in 2014, 5 years after the original company began operations. This specifically, of course, offers food delivery services, which vary from restaurants to even groceries. Very nice if I do say so myself. I first saw this specific ad in the fall of 2024 while watching a hockey game with my mother. It involved Scottish actor Brian Cox playing an elderly freshman enrolling at a university. Except, he's there only for the food discounts offered by Uber Eats. They include, but not limited to, pizza, fajitas, and smoothies. He would interrupt classes so that he can receive his deliveries, and would even kick out his much younger roommate frequently so that he could supposedly eat and or drink in peace. He also would take advantage of the free rides offered up by Uber, including a senior discount. At the end, a couple students were discussing said senior discount when Brian Cox shouts at them that he's a freshman. That had my mother and I belly laughing. Easily the best part of it, in my opinion. Now, I never heard of Brian Cox until I saw that ad. And then again, I didn't know who he even was until I looked him up while I was doing my research for this episode. He is well known for roles in films such as Braveheart, The Bourne Identity, X2, and Rise of the Planet of the Apes, as well as theater productions such as Rock and Roll and That Championship Season. But his role in that Uber Eats ad really reminded me of the concept of you're never too old to learn something new or start something big. He's certainly not your average university student. That's a given. Whether he was there to actually learn or take advantage of Uber's discounts, he seriously nailed it. Uber, if you are watching this right now, You seriously outdid yourselves with that ad. Massive props to you and Brian Cox for such an amazing advertisement. To wrap this all up, Vince offers ads. Saving my favorite ones for last, a lot of y'all from my generation may very well recognize this dude. And for good reason. He was behind some quite interesting products that I actually wanted to get my hands on. Born as Ofer Shlomi, Vince immigrated to the United States from Israel as a child. He got his start in media on public access television in 1986, not long after changing his name and relocating from Brooklyn, New York to Los Angeles. He gained initial recognition for his direction of the 1999 film, The Underground Comedy Movie, which I haven't seen, but heard is very inappropriate. But the way he funded it? Through selling a handheld chopper known as the slap chop at flea markets. The way it works is that you gather whatever food you want to chop up. For example, cucumbers, onions, and peppers. You put them under the chopper, then you press the button on top of it, which sends 3 blades down to chop the food into smaller pieces. And you can chop it as many times as you want, depending on what you're planning on having to eat. The version he originally used was a prototype to the one he used in his 2008 advertisement for the product, which is widely known and has been classified as an easier way to chop up food for set meals. The next product he had on the market is what gives him his iconic nickname, the ShamWow Guy. The ShamWow is a highly absorbent towel that can hold up to 10 times its own weight in liquid. And you heard me right when I said that. 10 times its own weight. Highly absorbent, indeed. But it was the advertisement about it that gained Ofer the recognition. Filmed the year before the Slap Chop one, it was praised for him being highly expressive and more directive towards the audience about it. It led to millions of sales of the towel. From the United States to Canada, and even beyond. I suppose you can say it absorbed all buyers' cleaning problems, am I right? All jokes aside, the last product of note Ofer sold, let's just say all that paper is getting a run for their money. It's called the Sticky, a reusable lint roller. As the name implies, it acts like a lint roller with dirt and any kind of debris being able to stick to it. Only, the roller is not white, it's teal, and there's no paper that has to be removed in order to use it. Plus, compared to other lint rollers, the debris can be washed right off because of it being made of a special type of silicone. As Ofer puts it, it's slippery when wet, but sticky when dry. It came in 3 sizes: little sticky, regular sticky, and big sticky, the latter of which was part of a free offer, and was also included in a famous gag by sports broadcasters Jay Onrait and Dan O'Toole, another clip of which I'll show a link to on the screen here. Out of all three of these products, I honestly can't decide which one enticed me the most. All of them are very interesting, and were unlike anything any regular brand could produce. My family and I did consider buying them, but we didn't do so as far as I can remember. Still though, what these products were capable of is beyond comprehension. 10 times absorbing power with the ShamWow, reusable lint rollers like the Sticky, and a handheld chopper like the Slap Chop. Seriously, what couldn't Offer do? But what really got me about these ads is his consistent expressive nature with how he presented said products. With famous quotes like, "You're gonna like my nuts," for the Slap Chop ad when he goes to chop up some walnuts and almonds, and, "'Cause you know we can't do this all day," for the Call Now segments. He even went as far as mocking his own 2009 arrest in the Sticky ad, which I didn't realize until I began my research. Very clever of you, Vince. He's made several other appearances in advertisements, even one during the COVID-19 pandemic, with ShamWow branded face masks. Even a decade and a half after making a name for himself with the original product, he's still got the energy to make his ads as good as can be. Call him the ShamWow guy, the Slap Chop guy, or the Sticky guy. But Vince Offer is what made my childhood of watching TV advertisements all the more worthwhile. And there's no question that no matter how much one ad does better than another, the TV just has products that add up to the style you crave and the expression to make you want to give the people who advertise that much more recognition than they already have. There you have it, my angels. Episode 49 is history. I will be honest, I had quite a bit of fun making this episode. The nostalgia I mixed with the modern day with these advertisements was honestly amazing. By the way, I hope y'all liked that little skit I made at the beginning. I was a little nervous to make it at first, but after reviewing the footage, I couldn't help but smile about it. Honestly, it was so much fun to do when I got around to it. And as a matter of fact, I've actually been thinking of doing some videos in cosplay for quite some time, even if it's just for part of one. Please feel free to let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see more of that. 'Cause honestly, I would be more than happy to do so. And also please feel free to let me know what your favorite TV advertisements are. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to leave a like and share this with your loved ones. Spread the word about Angel Rise and the Lord Nicolina YouTube channel. For those who are new here and would like to join this journey of mine, then please feel free to subscribe to join the Blue and White Angel Brethren today. Click the notification bell as well when you subscribe so that you are notified whenever I release new content. And please feel free to check out my other videos too. Thank you all so much for watching episode 49 of Angel Rise. I hope you have a great day or night whenever you are watching this. And until we meet again, my name is Lord Nicolina. Be strong, stay positive, and as always, God bless. Let your inner angel rise.